We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're going to share a new Star Wars product that just came out fairly recently. I was waiting on showing it to the channel because I've had it for a little bit now. I was waiting to show it on the channel because I thought some of the expansion things were going to come out sooner rather than later, but it kind of appears from their website that they'll be coming later. So what we're looking at today is the Star Wars Rivals game that came out from Funko Games. This was announced during Star Wars Celebration, so that's where I saw it and I got really excited about it. We're always down for Star Wars games, and we love Funko Games as well. So wanted to check it out. The cool thing about this is that this game is actually expandable. So they're going to have blind packs that will be coming out, and that's what I was hoping to wait on. But again, don't know when they're coming out. They're supposed to have blind packs that come out where you can expand on this game. We're going to look at what do you get in the starter pack, because that's what this is. And then we're going to talk about, what can you get with the expansion stuff and how does the expansions actually work? Because they did something kind of interesting with the expansions that I think is actually super consumer friendly. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so we're going to check out the box itself first. So we got the front here of the Star Wars Rivals game. Again, it is made by Funko. It is a 2-player game. Here we got the side of the box where we got Ventress and Cody. And then we got the other side, we got Stormtrooper and Ahsoka. Obviously the front had Vader and Luke. It does say here right on the front, that it is fully playable just with this box, and it includes exclusive character cards, movers, location cards, and prism die. So those are all going to be components of the game. This is the Premier Set Series 1. So if we look at the back of it now, go ahead and show you first. And then I'll talk about a handful of things that are on the back of the box. So some noteworthy things. It says this is an epic clash between dark and light. So the fate of the galaxy is in your hands. Rivals puts you in command of the battle between dark and light. Assemble your forces and outmaneuver enemies as you duel for strategic control. With more than 20 characters and dozens of iconic locations, your destiny awaits. The Rivals Premier Set includes everything you need to play, so this box has everything you need to play. Featuring 4 exclusive characters and 12 unique locations. Your journey begins here. So what it sounds like are the figures and cards that you get in the Premier box, you can only get in the Premier box. So you may be wondering, where do you get other stuff? Well, if you look down here at the bottom of the box, over here is what we get in this Premier box, and over here are a bunch of figures that you can get from blind packs. So in this box we already saw, we have Ventress, Vader, Luke, and Cody. One side of the box had Ahsoka and the Stormtrooper there. We do not have figures of them inside this box. But there's tons of other characters that you can get through blind packs. And those are the ones that I don't think are quite out yet unless you got them from Star Wars Celebration. So if you see them on eBay and they're like super expensive, that's why. I got this from Walmart, and as far as I know, Walmart was one of the only people that was actually selling them. So if you're looking for it, that's where you want to look. So the different figures that you can get once the blind packs come out, you can get Boba Fett, Captain Phasma, Count Dooku, Emperor Palpatine, General Grievous, Tarkin, a regular Stormtrooper commander, Snoke TX-20, Yoda, Rey, Leia, Han, General Obi-Wan Kenobi, Finn, Chewbacca, C-3PO, and Ahsoka. as regular figures, and then the rare figures, which are these like hologram looking figures, you can get Count Dooku, Vader, Palpatine, Snoke, Ahsoka, Cody, Leia, and Yoda in the hologram form. What's really cool about what those will actually be like is, so you'll have these expansion packs, of course. They'll have 2 figures per box is my guess. I think that's what I saw in the advertisement. But the box will say light side or dark side. So if you know you are trying to get a character that is from the dark side of the Force, then you're going to want to pick up that box. If you are looking for a character like Kenobi or Han Solo, where they're on the light side of the Force, you're going to want to pick the box, the blind box that says light side of the Force. So it's really cool how they're consumer friendly with that. Being that, you know, if there's someone you're looking for, there's somewhat of a way to narrow down from the list of figures to better your chances of getting those figures. Let's go ahead and cut into the box. Alright, got everything out of the box. Let's see what we got. So we got the figures, of course. Pop these all out of the plastic here. And the prism die. And we got cards and rules. Okay, so let's take a look at the figures first. So we got Vader. It's a pretty cool mold. We have him, you know, with his iconic fist in the air, lightsaber out. We got Luke. I'd say these figures are maybe a little taller than an inch. Got Commander Cody. And then we have Ventress. I find it as an interesting choice to... It's cool that they crossed eras, but I thought it was interesting how the dark side has 2 lightsaber users. Excuse me. Dark side has 2 lightsaber users, but the light side has Luke and then Cody. That seems kind of random, but whatever. And then here is the prism die. So this is an interesting looking die. I've never seen a die like this before. So I'm very curious to see how that goes when we end up playing the game. We get all these punch outs. We get inside. Again, I don't really know what all this means just yet. We get these cards. Let's take a look at the cards. Alright, so it looks like the character cards kind of like this. And they are double-sided, so there's just the picture of Ventress there, and then there's more information here on the back. The back says 3 Force user. Oh, and there's actually more info. There we go. There's something down there on the bottom of the card as well. It says 12 out of 30, so I kind of wonder if that is like the figure number. Maybe there's 30 different figures in set 1. But yeah, that was Ventress. We got Vader. He's got a much bigger number. He's at 6. We got Luke. He's a 4. And we got Cody, which is 5. Wow, Cody is more than Luke. That's interesting. I don't know if that's some sort of power meter or what. But one thing I do notice is that between the 2 characters for the light and the 2 characters for the dark, they both add up to 9. So that might be their way of trying to balance things out with the starter set. Oh, let's see. We got other cards here. So, looks like these ones are location cards, and you can tell because on the back it says location. And then we have tons of locations. I don't know if any of these actually repeat or anything. They don't seem to be. But some of the, just a couple of them so we can show. We got Beggar's Canyon. So what's kind of cool to note here is the art style. They do have their own unique art style to this game. It says if you score this location, you may place -1 on one of your characters here to draw 2 action cards. So I don't really know what that means yet, but again, we'll take a look at the rules here in a second. Oh, what's another one that's kind of cool? Oh, okay, let's look at this one. The Emperor's Throne Room. That's pretty neat. Cool art there. This one says Dark Side Force users have +1 influence. Let's look at one more cool one. Darth Vader's meditation chamber. So this one, it says if you score this location, you may remove all -1 from a character here. So there must be some sort of score system where you get the location card. One other thing that I want to point out that I think is kind of cool about these cards, and I don't know if it's for all cards, at least I don't see it on these ones. For the locations, if you look underneath the words, like where I can read English Darth Vader's meditation chamber, I think that's Darth Vader's meditation chamber in Arabic. So that's kind of cool that they put that under there. Just a nice little extra touch. For collectors, again, I think this is in relation to how many different cards there are. We can see on the side what number out of 32 it is. So maybe there's 30, or out of 34, sorry, that one is number 32. Out of 34 different location cards, this one's number 32, but I think that tells us that there's 32 different ones. I think we read on the box that there's 12 here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. So if you get this premiere set, you get 12 out of the 34 location cards right off the bat. A couple other cards that we got here. It kind of looks like they are all character based and faction based. So here's one for Ventress. We can see there's, multiple card arts per character, which is very cool. I like the art style. We also got Vader. So there's some other ones of Vader. This is what I meant by like faction, because there's one for Imperial. There they are. Blast them. Oh, it's for an Imperial Trooper. Okay. So we got the two Dark Side heroes, and then that is considered an Imperial Trooper. Then we got the light side. We got Commander Cody. So we can kind of see the different art styles for Cody. We got Luke. Again, I don't know what these effects mean just yet. We got Rebel Trooper for the Rebels. Alright, so we looked at all the different cards, and we looked at, some of the token stuff that we haven't punched out yet. So now I got the rule book here. And let's see how big this thing actually is. Okay, so not too big. A little bit bigger than a normal size piece of paper. Alright everybody, that about wraps it up for us today. We took a look at the Star Wars Rivals premiere set. We took a look at all the components inside of it. We also have we showed that we had the rules here. Check back for some more videos on this stuff. I'm hoping once we are able to get some of the blind boxes that we'll be able to open up some of those here on the channel. But yeah, if you want to see more Star Wars product related videos, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We love doing Star Wars products, games, action figures, video games, you name it. We love doing that stuff for you. Drops a like if you like the video, and drops a comment letting us know if you've gotten this game yet, and if you enjoy it. What are your favorite strategies in it? Anything. We're new to it, so let us know. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.